Earlier this week, I was trying to make connections on LinkedIn. You know, friends, colleagues, people from high school that have since unfollowed me on Instagram. You know, anything to get my profile to say 500 plus connections. Because when you have less than 500 connections, your profile displays exactly the number of connections you have. So mine says 207 connections. But when I get to 500, it will say 500 plus connections. And when a profile sports that little thing that says 500 plus connections, there's this idea that that person is well connected. People want to work with that person, that is a good person. But in reality, they might just know how to press a button. They could have just pressed connect on a bunch of random profiles, and then 500 of them press the accept button. That could have been it. And I was thinking about it, and I think I could do this myself. I think I could get 500 connections, because I would go in and request to connect with a bunch of people, and then sure, they wouldn't recognize my name, but then they would look at the profile picture and be like, oh, yeah, this guy was probably in my computer science class. And so for that reason, I don't think having 500 plus connections on LinkedIn is that impressive. Actually, I don't think LinkedIn is as serious as it seems. To me, a LinkedIn profile is just a Facebook profile, but it only has the stuff on it that people should care about. And that's why some people's profiles are so short. You don't see those firework pictures, you don't see those pictures after the family runs the 5K, and you don't see updates about dying pets, which I think is very inconsiderate. I go on Facebook to take like dumb BuzzFeed quizzes about which ice cream flavor am I, Rocky Road or chocolate chip mint? And then I keep scrolling and I find out that my neighbor's pug, Arnold, has passed away. That is bullshit. I shouldn't have to know about that. I don't want to know that Arnold's met his fate. That's bad for both of us. More for him, but you see where I fall into place. And you might make the point that, oh, Gauruv, isn't it better to know so you have more time to grieve and you don't find out later? And I implore you to revisit a famous phrase: ignorance is bliss and clarity is insanity. What was clear to me a couple seconds ago was that I got Rocky Road and I was pissed. But now, I got dead pugs on my mind. So, you know, both bad, but one's worse. So, you decide which that is. Anyways, even though LinkedIn is not as serious as it seems, there is still a standard of quality that is seen on that website. And it's specifically seen in profile pictures. Most LinkedIn profile pictures just look like you took a picture in a collared shirt and then made the background all naturey, or just got rid of the background. I'm an overachiever, so I took a picture in front of a naturey background and then just got rid of it. And this is the standard for a profile picture on LinkedIn. But earlier this week, when I was trying to join the 500 plus club, I saw something that went so aggressively against this unspoken level of quality on LinkedIn. I saw a camera mirror selfie as a profile picture. You could see everything. The weird faded sticker on the back of their phone, the smudges on the glass from when they got too close and hit their nose because they were observing a pimple, the pus on the mirror from when they popped said pimple. Shit was disgusting. I almost flagged the goddamn profile myself. This was like the same as going to a job interview in real life wearing a bathing suit, which would only be acceptable if the job was to be a lifeguard. And even then, the employer would probably be like, all right, you don't have the job yet, okay? I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was appalled, but I saw through the smoke. I had a moment of clarity because I realized it's just like when you go to the gym. Not that I do, but when you go to the gym and you see those guys that are butt-ass naked in the locker room, sure, I'm not happy with my current sight, but technically, they are allowed to present themselves that way. So I made a big deal. Am I saying these people should change their profile pictures? No. Actually, quite the contrary. I think we should have more of these people. Because when you look at a scale of attractiveness, 1 to 10, a 6 with a little bit of know-how will surround themselves with 3s in order to appear as an 8 due to relativity. So as long as LinkedIn is populated by these profile pictures with mirror selfies, I look like a goddamn 10 out of 10 out there.